Sometimes silence speaks the loudest. Sometimes silence speaks the loudest. Blessings to you. Thank you for the love. I'm definitely not gonna be in here long because definitely wasn't planning on coming on. Sometimes I feel though, I'm not when it comes to social media in general. When you focus on your personal life and getting your life in order, a lot of things coming against you, handling a lot of things. Social media is the last place you should run to. I've learned in silence, God speaks the loudest. I always want to come on my social media, my YouTube, with something encouraging to say. But when you understand how precious life is, the reality of the world that we live in, if you truly believe that you have been saved, not so much from anything on the outside of yourself, but saved from the things that are within you, saved from yourself. The very breath in your body should be encouraging enough. Every time you speak, you have to take a breath in and a breath out. With every word, it acknowledges the fact that you're still breathing, which means you still have life in you. What are we to do with this life? Every day we wake up and we getting ready to go into 2025. Will it be just another year? We said last year in December, this is the last month going into 2024. Now we're going into 2025. Self-evaluation, introspection, a real analysis of self. The motives behind why we do what we do. The reasons for why we do what we do, why we say what we say. The source, the root of what it all truly means. Getting a clearer understanding of who we are and our purpose here. No longer having to put on a show or feel like we have to say something or do something. We're just getting into a quiet space of silence and just being, to be still. What's more motivating or encouraging than the conscious realization that you have breath in your body? And the closest you can understand, or the closest you can get to understanding how important that reality is just to see how long you can hold your breath. Just hold your breath and see how long you can hold it until you have to release and breathe again. Some of us spiritually have been holding our breath. And haven't allowed ourselves to be released so we can breathe again. To know that one day this breath will leave this body. The purpose and reason for life and why we are here. To just do what we do as a post. Words spoken. The breath of life. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So God created man in his own image. So God created man in his own image. In his image, he created him male and female. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. One man was created in the image and likeness of God. Both male and female, he was created. Then man was formed from the dust of the ground, and God breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, and man became a living soul. Two creations were created. One was created, one was formed. One came first, the other came after. God created man in his image and likeness. He created man, male and female. But the flesh he formed from the dust of the ground. And in order for the fleshly man that was formed from the dust of the ground, in order for that dust, that man that was formed to live, it needed the breath of God to become a living soul. Your breathing is connected to your soul. Your soul is connected to the man that was formed from the dust of the ground. But your spirit was created in the image and likeness of God. And the two shall become one. The man that was created and the man that was formed. One created in the image and likeness of God, both male and female, he created them. And one man was formed from the dust of the ground and became a living soul by God breathing the breath of life into him. And the spirit that was created in the image and likeness of God, which is both male and female, he placed within the man that was formed from the dust of the ground by breathing into that formed man. When God created man in his image and likeness, he created that man in his image and likeness from within himself. But he formed the man from the dust of the ground. And from the man that he created from within himself, he transferred into the man formed from the dust of the ground by breathing into that formed man, which became a living soul. Jesus says, I am the breath of life. Blessings to you all. Have a blessed and wonderful day. I love you with the love of Christ.